I have had different experiences with writing. I have tried to sit down and write a poem, and it doesn't usually work that well. Usually, what happens is I'll be doing something. I'll be working. I'll be driving down the highway. I'll be mowing the lawn, and all of a sudden, I'll get a word in my head, and the word will turn into a phrase, and then the phrase kind of turns into a couple of phrases getting kicked around in my head until I got a voice reciting a poem to me while I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and it won't get out until I write it down in a little notebook, or sometimes I'll even open my phone and just do a quick voice to text to anybody. Hey, whoever's at the top, the last text I sent, I'll click on it and shoot it in there. So the words come, they kind of come upon themselves, like there's a poetry reading happening, and it's going to continue until I can get it out of my head. Usually this is a result. You can't write if you're not reading. So I do try to read a lot, and a lot of times it happens. The more I read, the more I'll get pen to paper, if you will, which doesn't always happen. Got to fill the gas tank. Kay McDonough told me that. So it does it tends to come in flurries, but it comes in my head, and then I've got to get it out on paper.
And are you reading poetry during that time, or is it just reading whatever and the inspiration comes from what you read?
Yeah, sometimes, most of the time it's poetry, but I usually have a novel going as well. If I'm reading Kerouac, sometimes he's got a lot of fun turns, phrases, and unique takes on words. So a lot of times he's always been an inspiration. It could be music. Listening to a Doors song and Morrison wails something out and be like, oh man, and then things start rolling. So it really is anywhere. It can even be a street sign or an advertisement in a bar. It does come from everywhere, but it's usually I'm reading poetry or something of the sort.
I was just asking because I was wondering if you stay away from poetry. Do you find if you read other poets that there's something you're gleaming from their style, or are you just taking in the art and seeing what it does in you?
No, I'm always reading other poets. I'm reading Todd Cirillo, William Taylor Jr., Bretton Booth, John Griner, so many different poets. And I feel terrible right now because I missed out on I'm sure 10 or 15 other poets. Al Winan,